Yo.
Start recording.
Yeah. Me
Wait
too.
For us.
I also started.
What?
Oh.
Wait, still sync it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so our niche is we address all things female, nothing woke or trendy, and we're self-aware. All things discussed on this podcast are opinions, personal opinions. So,
Back off.
You do you.
It's just like our idyllic in the future. You can just say whatever you want and we hype each other up.
Yeah.
In our ideas, we know like the economy, it's like tough, things are expensive, but hear us out. Hear our dreams.
it's a little bit of a rant session about things we feel and think about the whole being a woman and man situation and how it goes in today's society. Society. And yeah. So what we're going to be discussing in this episode is marrying rich, being the traditional housewife. So we'll start off with introductions.
So, I'm Christina. I'm 22 years old. And I am doing customer service.
Oh, yay.
I love my job.
I'm Lamonde. I'll be 23 when the episode comes out.
Ooh.
Whoa. Also customer service, part-time.
Okay, my name is Tessa. I'm 24 years old and I am a network technician.
Whoa, that sounds way cooler than any of us here. Cut my part out.
Yeah, cut
my occupation out.
I'm a, what is it, expert, what do they call it again?
Yeah, we should...
Customer specialist.
Specialist, yeah.
The worst part is that my job sounds really smart, but when I get into it, it's like, oh.
Shh, they don't need to know.
Yes, guys, I'm a network technician. Keep it at that. Okay, so I guess we can just jump into the questions. Question number 1. What is your idea of being a traditional housewife?
My husband goes to work. I stay at home. I
He
cook,
brings the money.
I clean. Huh?
He brings the money.
He brings the bag. He brings the money.
The bread.
He brings the bread.
Yeah. Let me be me. Let me be home and do what I love.
Yeah.
And then when the husband that brings the money, I'll make sure he gets the food he wants, the proper nice food. I'll bake him bread. He'll come to a nice clean house.
Clean the house, bake bread. Go out, do the groceries.
Yeah.
Like at your own time.
Oh,
Go to the gym, quickly fitness, come home, make yourself a good breakfast.
Have like tea time with the other housewives.
Get the girls together.
yes. We should all be neighbors.
Yeah. Wait, that would be nice.
Yeah, but what's your idea?
Yeah, I have the same idea. I don't like having to go to work. I think like in the society we grew up with today, it's like we just go and work, and like I feel like we've kind of missed the point. Like, okay, we have our role as women. You're supposed to be at home, cooking, cleaning, and kind of society's kind of demonized that in a way. Like, okay, you're weak and useless if you do those things, which I think is kind of like twisted because femininity and like masculinity both have their strengths, right? Mm-hmm. And like if I'm at home cooking and cleaning, it might sound easy, but I think it's a job in itself. Yeah. I'm supporting him so that he can support me.
Yeah.
Girl,
also,
say louder for the people in the back.
Also, being a housewife doesn't mean you can't do things.
No.
Like, I can go work, but I don't need to if I have a husband that can do that for me and bring the money.
Yeah.
Yo, if I could be a housewife right now, I know for sure I'd host dinner parties. Or like, I'd have tea time with my girls, you guys, you know? And then I probably would prep for dinner parties. I think
Eat a cake that you prepped, like, or that you baked.
Like, my typical single housewife is I would have my herbs garden and vegetable garden, all of these things. Maybe even chickens. I'd love to have chickens.
Oh, she loves chickens.
And I can't have chickens if I'm at work. Well, I probably can. But, you know, I'm still fine with doing job. But if, like, I know for myself, I don't want to work for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's for the rest of my life. That's why I'd say it like that. Because you need a bit of work experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Around people, you need to grow up. And you have to go through a bit of struggle. But then, not for the rest of my life.
I want to be home and bake my bread.
Yes.
And let's just take an example of how it is now. We all have full-time jobs. Monday actually has a part-time, I think.
Yes, it
But
is,
But it's still a job.
it's still a job.
it's still a job.
Takes a lot.
And it's hard having to do all those things in one. Like, my job most days will keep me at work 10 hours a day. And then I have to have time to come back, cook, clean, do my washing, catch up on whatever I need to catch up, have time for family, gym, all those things and then still be in bed by 9 p.m. Girl,
We're tired.
yeah, we're tired. Like, I feel like I'm hustling just to live.
Yeah.
To survive.
I'm
Survive
not
a day.
enjoying my life.
It's not the vibe anymore.
No.
And the thing, like, moms do that. Like, I just think my mom and dad had COVID and I had to go to work. I was back in 2020. Go to work, come back, cook, clean, because they were there to isolate. And I was like, oh my goodness, I never want to do this again.
It's a rough life.
We're done.
Retire early.
Retire next year. Retire 24.
And you kind of grow up with this thing like, and it's everywhere, social media, in society, in life, that it's become this kind of trend. Like, I need to be the strong,
Yeah.
independent woman. And I used to be so into that, and now I'm just like,
You know that I think of it,
now that I think of it, I don't want to be
I
that
want to
anymore.
be that.
it's a lot of unnecessary work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like already we have to go through so much as a woman. You have to deal with all those emotions, and then, you know, when you come to work today and you really feel like absolute crap, you have to go to work. You have to go through all these things, and it's just not necessary if we could be housewives.
Yeah.
The solution to our problems.
Just become a housewife. There's nothing what? Not degrounding. I don't have the word.
Degrading.
Degrading, yeah. It's an
Degrading.
honor.
Yes.
It's an honor, that's what I would say.
Yes.
Whoever fought for this, who invented the word
Feminism.
feminism.
Oh, I think maybe twisted the word.
Yeah. Definitely twisted the word.
I think actually we need to look up what it actually means to be feminist. I'm gonna just look it up on Google.
And all these women know I can work for myself. I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
Get in the bag.
And nothing against those women. Like, if you want to do that, girl, go
You
off.
go.
Seriously,
you
fully
do you.
fully support. If you can
Yours-
do it, go
go
for
for
it.
Yeah, but as we
I'm-
said,
Like, only
disclaimer,
22
this
and
is-
I'm tired already.
this is our opinion.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. You're not doing nothing.
And we're not going out looking for a rich man, too.
No. Oh, goodness, no.
So here's the definition, by definition, what I got on Google. At its core, feminism is the belief that women deserve equal social, economic, and political rights and freedom.
See?
Well, yeah, that's...
So that sounds
I agree
good,
with that,
right?
yeah.
That's exactly
But I feel like
right.
everybody's kind of misconstrued the whole feminism thing.
Yeah.
Now it's become this thing of like women are up here and men are down there. It's like
Even in the movies.
Yeah.
cringe, bro.
Why?
Cringe.
Girl boss.
Girl bossy.
And the worst is if they like try and be as badass with guns and muscles and everything like the men. I'm like, you know what? Just
Why?
Be cool in your own way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but can I just bring it in the movie Wonder Woman?
Okay.
Okay, everybody knows this is my favorite movie, okay?
Let's go.
But the reason I really love it, and if you haven't watched the movie, go and watch it. It feels so good.
The first one. Watch the first one.
The first
not
one.
the second one, not the second one.
The first one, I support her, but the second one,
second
girl,
one
you're on
was
your
trash.
own.
Okay, but we're talking about the first one here. And the reason I liked it so much was because she wasn't trying to be like a man. And there were so many moments in the movie where she, with her strength and everything, you know, there was a scene where she saw a baby and she was like, a baby! And that femininity or whatever,
Yeah.
it came out. And it was like, oh, she's actually just using her strength as a woman to be strong, and she wasn't trying to be masculine or stuff. And that's something that
Yeah.
that they do in movies. They try and be masculine
Yeah.
to be strong. I'm like, there's strength in your femininity.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to look like a man, do what a man does to be strong.
Yeah, they did it well in that movie. I agree.
You might have convinced me now.
Let me tell you, Tessa had like a poster in her room.
About
A big
Yeah.
poster.
It was
in her room.
3 by 2 meters.
And, like, so if you guys can imagine when she says Wonder Woman, like, oh, here we go again. But we liked the movie, just not
Yeah.
as crazy about it. But yeah, they really showed that. Wow.
Let me head on to the next question. that I think we can elaborate a little bit on. Does being a housewife make your hands round?
Nope.
Kina, I think you kind of spoke about this a little earlier. It's like, doesn't mean because you're a housewife you can't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Like, if I don't have to go do a job, amazing. But it's not that I can't. I can gladly work if I really have to. That's fine by me. But if I have the option, I can stay home, live my dream life. Don't have to work.
Bake bread.
Bake bread. Thank you. I mean, I'll do DIY projects in the house too. The husband will come home to a clean house, a beautiful wife that doesn't look run out going to. Not saying everyone looks like that. I feel like I would be run down if I had to go to work, come home, make food. Then I'll probably just make him like beans or something because I'm tired too.
Beans. Girl.
Was beans the first thing people turn to?
It's in a can and you just pop it open.
Like now, my husband knows he can come home to a nice clean house and he wouldn't mind working, I hope.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows there's a good home waiting for him.
And in a way, it's like... if you're a housewife, you don't have to suddenly be incapable of picking up a hammer. There's nothing wrong with... Let's say the husband can't come home and help you right now. There's nothing wrong with going on YouTube, checking it out, doing it. It doesn't mean suddenly there's this whole thing of like, now I just have to fit that description of being a housewife.
No.
I can't at all try and fix the sink or try and fix something like, obviously I can leave it for him if he's like, let's say comes home from work, he's got the energy. Like, hey honey, can you look at this for me? Can you fix this for me?
Okay, honey.
I already got the
Hey, yo. Girl.
Yeah, so
something we don't know.
Then he can obviously just fix it. But like, my hands doesn't have to be round. Like, I can help him fix things, and just as he can do that for me. Like, if I've really had a hard day, not every day is gonna be sunshine and roses baking bread. There's gonna be tough days, especially when the kids come. Those days he'll be there for me and he'll be like, okay, I can cook tonight or something like that.
I also think like you get different kinds, like personality of a housewife. You're not all the same, like you said. Because like I can imagine Tessa's like a handy housewife.
Yeah.
Like if she wants to go redo the bathroom, she would redo it or like put on a shelf or whatever. I'm so useless. I wouldn't be able to do that. And you know what? That's fine. Yeah. I'll look up recipes and try to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but like I'd bake, like clean the house, go to the gym. I like grocery shopping, but like I'll do stuff like that. And over here is like she'd maybe knit or like we're different. But
true.
She would have just knit.
It's not
That's like excuse me.
That's not the limit of her capabilities.
What's my knitting? What's with the knitting? I knitted one sweater.
So at work, right? So we work for the same company. We do customer care. But then sometimes the work isn't busy. But then Kina would sit on the other side of the room. And she'd just take out a sweater from her bag and start knitting. It's really cool, actually. It's really cool. It's just funny because Kina is knitting now.
Yeah.
But she's so like happy, at peace when she's knitting. And then when she gets a call, she's like, oh... I'm sorry, honey, this could be you. Just give it time.
Soon.
She was still gonna make me a dress for the wedding, which never happened.
See, and Kina sews.
Yeah.
She sews. Isn't that the most housewife thing you ever heard?
And it's and it's nice. She sews really well. She made herself a dress for her brother's wedding. It's a cute dress.
And the day Kina starts up her little business, we'll put the link in the description.
Come in order. We're taking orders.
Also wouldn't mind having a bit of a part-time job to be a bit busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to commit to a full-time job and knowing I have to bring in the money. Or I wouldn't help minding if there's problems.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll work, no problem. But if the husband can, thank you. But otherwise, I wouldn't mind doing like a bit of part-time job, being a bit busy. That's sometimes nice.
Yeah.
Well, you like I need to.
The
get
burden
money.
doesn't need to be on you, but you already have to pull your weight in taking care of your family and of the house, the washing, the cooking, the cleaning. It is a full-time job, and you cannot change my mind on that.
Fight me.
Oh, we should probably tell the people none of us are married, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Now you know.
Roll
single
credits.
housewife.
Single housewives.
Single housewife.
Yeah. So we're kind of just talking like how we think things are. Just to be clear, we weren't married and then divorced, and now we're single.
Single
And now we're like
housewives.
sour single.
I'm 24, Kina's 22, and Monday's like, what?
Also 22.
Also 22, so
I don't know if you missed anything. It's pretty much.
I think it
Oh, that guy is
wraps it
sweeping
up.
so
Yeah.
loud outside.
I know. I hope we're gonna be able to
Whoa.
cut the sound.
Should I
out a
close the
little
door?
Maybe.
You should have seen Tessa this morning when I came here. She was outside with a towel wrapped around her head, hanging her clothes in her dress.
Yes, girl.
bit. It was the housewife.
It was the housewife. I think a good statement to make about single housewives is you shouldn't be that lazy. You shouldn't do this because you want to be lazy. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to
makes
go in this
100%
life
sense.
because I'm a lazy person.
Yeah.
I think if you want this life because you're a super lazy person and just want to sleep and watch a movie, that's...
Once you have fulfilled not everything, but most of the things, maybe even everything, worked, you've hung out with your friends for so many years, it's just been you and your girlfriends and traveling and all of these things. If you've done that, and then you just get to a point where, okay, I could settle down. Like,
Yeah. I hope they don't think we sound lazy.
Then again, if they do, it is our opinion.
Yeah.
so-
It is our podcast. You tune in, buddy.
We are open to any comments and suggestions that you guys might have.
Yeah, because we have no idea about housewife lives. Thanks for tuning in.
This is Single Housewife signing out. Bye.
We should get like an outro and an intro.